morning. It is November 20th. It's a Tuesday morning, and this is WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Here we go. We're moving toward Thanksgiving coming up this Thursday, day after tomorrow. Oh, boy.
I'm looking forward to it.
What are you planning?
We go with family. We have 2 meals.
Yeah.
One with one side of the family and one with the other, all in one day. Ooh, 2 huge meals.
I'm going to go with you guys.
Come right on.
All right. no, I'll be doing about the same thing. It'll be a wonderful day.
Oh,
a lot of traveling, but
that's what holidays are for, right?
You do what you have to do. That's right. That's what holidays are for. Well, Kim, on today's program, we have another full program today. Today we'll have our third interview with Jim HINNANT. We'll be talking about technology and how it's changing and things you may need to know about and things you may not know about but should. All that'll be coming up here a little later on this morning. That's right. We have Meg here from DGDC. That's right. So excited.
She's telling us all the events that are taking place downtown during the holidays.
I know. That's going to be great. And downtown is so busy this time of year.
It is.
Stacia Fields from the Parks and Recreation Department from the City of Goldsboro is going to be with us. Always great to have Stacia in the studio with us.
She's full of energy.
That indeed she is. She is real. I've seen her with some of the
seniors.
Some of the seniors and some of the things they do out there. She does have so much energy.
She loves it and is so passionate about her job, and you can see it.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, she's going to be with us this morning, as well as Paige Leonard is going to be with us. Paige is the coordinator for Crime Stoppers here in Wayne County, and she's going to tell us about something you need to know about.
And we need your help with.
Need your help with it. Oh, yeah. All that's coming up. Well, let's see what we have here. It is November the 20th.
Yes, it is.
The 20th. And it's, I know what's for lunch.
What's for lunch?
Peanut butter fudge.
Why? Oh, that sounds yummy, but why today?
Because today is National Peanut Butter Fudge Day.
Well, I will certainly take part and enjoy that.
Oh, boy. Today is also Learn When to Start Thawing the Turkey Day. Well, which is probably today.
Exactly.
I would have to think, since it's 2 days before. Anyway, you can talk to the folks over at Butterball about that. You know, Butterball is a local company.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And you can talk to Butterball at their Turkey Talk line at 800-323-4848. 800-323-4848. U.S. Department of Agriculture's hotline is 800-535-4555.
That's a lot of numbers this morning.
USDA is an 800 number, 535-4555. Okay, and again, Butterball, 800-323-4848. If you want to know when to start thawing that turkey. All right?
Well, tonight, Wayne, we have so many things happening. We have Lights Up Downtown, we have trolley rides, we have the North Carolina Symphony, and a long list of activities. So if you don't have it on your calendar, plan to be downtown Goldsboro today as close to 5 p.m. as you can.
That is today, isn't it?
A night full of holiday events.
Oh, wow. We're already there.
Yes, we are.
Also, we have a blood drive today at Carver Elementary School in Mount Olive that begins at 2 o'clock this afternoon, goes till about 6:30 this evening. And if you would like to go, you should have made an appointment. But if you didn't make an appointment, they need blood so badly right now. Just go and give blood. We need blood desperately. The people in the Northeast. And while that's all going on, there's always a need for blood anyway. So when a tragedy or a disaster strikes, as we are experiencing now in the Northeast, it just exponentially the need for blood explodes. So we just need your blood right now.
Yeah, Chuck Waller, I talked with him recently at the Red Cross here locally, and he was very concerned about that. Yeah. The fact that, you know, when a big event happens like that and we're recovering from a large event, then the need for blood increases, and sometimes our focus is not always kept on blood drives. Yeah, so we're trying to help promote them as much as possible, and we need your help. Yeah, so if you have any questions about that, you know, you can call Chuck or Tammy or anybody over at the Red Cross office at 735-7201, 735-7201, and if you have a little time on your hands, they're always needing volunteers. Absolutely. You can go to redcross.org and find out more information. You can also find out how to give if you'd like to donate. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's see what else we have here today. It's a Tuesday. It's the 20th. Let's go ahead and get started with Jim HINNANT. That's right. Jim HINNANT is a technological guy. He's very involved and very knowledgeable in the area of iPhones and computers and all that sort of thing. Let's find out now what Jim wants to tell you.
And we're back on WGTV today. Our guest, again, Jim Hinnant, and this is, if you'll notice the backdrop here, this is what I like to call the information highway.
I've been trying to duck around the vehicles coming by, you know.
Yeah, here comes one. Oh, watch that truck there. Okay, all right. Yeah. Jim, appreciate you being with us.
Glad
Hope you're doing well.
Glad to, yes.
I want to talk today about you know, to me, computers, and when I grew up, of course, we didn't have any of this stuff, but this was the future today to me. Information technology, IT, is moving at a blinding speed, advancing to who knows where. I wanted to ask you about what you consider to be, or what you have discovered to be, some of the future of technology in computers and communications.
Okay, we'll talk about those. I want to mention one thing about technology, because it is changing so fast.
Yeah.
In the past, you know, 20, 30 years ago, people would buy something and they're going to get it to last 10 years, 12 years, something like that. You can't do that today. In fact, I tell people when buying a computer, don't plan on keeping it for business use more than about 2, maybe 3 years at the absolute most. You need to go ahead and replace it. And,
because what's going to happen?
Technology is just changing. We've seen the operating system in a previous segment. We talked about Windows 8, you know, and we're seeing the operating systems change, and the software is going to match that to the point that it will not run on the older systems. And so there may be something that you could utilize, a piece of software or something like that. You can't get that on the computer you have because you have an old computer.
You have an older computer, and the newer software is not going to
compatible,
be compatible with the older.
So, you know, only plan on it. Home use you can get away with probably 3 years, but for business use, I'd say about 2 years.
And I remember when laptops, when they became so popular, being manufactured in masses, you could get a laptop with a, gee whiz, with an 40 gig, or 40 megabyte hard drive.
Oh yes, I remember those.
40 meg hard drive, and like a small amount of memory, and a small screen, and those things were over $2,000-3,000.
Oh yes, yes.
$2,000 or $3,000. Now you can get a laptop for.
I bought one for a customer just last week, and not counting the software we added onto it, but just a laptop was under $400. And
there you go.
And that was with Windows 7. We could have got 8, but we got Windows 7.
Yeah, Windows 7.
And
they have
prices have come way
greatly.
Down.
They have greatly reduced in price.
But a lot of the technologies I think we're going to see, a lot of us have just gone from 3G to 4G. 5G is coming. 5G, and a lot of that's going to be the bandwidth that has been freed up by the television channels, compressing into a smaller area, freeing up these old channels, old spaces.
So that will make 5G available to us.
Make 5G available to us, and we're going to start seeing. In fact, that's another point I have here about the internet connection that we have on our computing devices will more than likely be carrier based, meaning that I can take it anywhere: my house, my work, my office. I go on vacation.
Instead of being plugged in somewhere.
Instead of being plugged into internet coming just to my house or to my office, my internet connection is through the airwaves going to my device. We can already do that now. A lot of the cell phone companies already have that technology available to us, but I think we're going to see everything kind of migrate to that and get away from having land-based systems.
Land-based systems, and that would also eliminate the need for satellite.
A lot of the satellite,
well.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Which, by the way, I'll mention this, since you mentioned satellite internet connection is very slow because of just the physics of the time it takes for the signal to go to the satellite, which is typically around 26,000 miles up in a geosynchronous orbit, to get up there and come back down.
Right.
And you're talking about typically almost a second delay in that whole process.
Which is really a long time. It doesn't sound like a long time.
But in computers, it's a long time.
It's a long time.
And if you're sitting there typing, it's a long time.
And my brother, in fact, lives out in the middle of nowhere, and he had to use satellite for a long time, and because of that, he couldn't. His computers were slow, and he could only upload or download a small amount at a time.
Yes.
Because he didn't have access to the more modern technologies.
Yeah. Another thing we're going to see changing probably sooner, it's actually already here, is what is known as IPv6 or IP version 6.
IPv6.
Right now we're using version 4, and that's the IP address numbers, which is the numbers that each computer device has. That, like at my house, I have my internet service there, and I have a wireless router sitting there. It actually has an IP address that's unique worldwide. and anybody in the world can if I said getting traffic from somewhere, it would come to my device.
If they had your number.
If they had my number.
Your IP number.
Right, and everything has a unique number, but we ran out of numbers. And
surprise, surprise.
Yes.
We ran out of numbers. Now those numbers will have, and if you're not with us here, that's a various number of digits, either 2, 3, or 4 digits, separated by dots.
It's actually 4 sets of digits, 0 through 255.
Right.
And there are actually certain restrictions of certain numbers that are used uniquely for certain things. But those actually identify each device that's on the internet.
Right.
There are sets of numbers, by the way I said reserved, they're actually reserved for internal use and in offices or in your house or whatever. Typically anything starting with 192.168 is always going to be internal. There's other numbers like that too. But anyway, we're going to be converting over to IPv6, and we'll see that, which is a series of numbers and letters.
Oh,
make up
we're going alphanumeric.
Alphanumeric on the encoding of it. It's still binary. It goes to a series of ones and zeros.
Right.
But we'll see that change.
How about that?
Another thing is,
so will that be a set of six digits? Do you know?
I can't remember right now. I think it's like 5 sets of 4 or something like that.
5 sets of 4.
Or either 5 sets of 5. I forgot to look that up before I came over.
Oh, don't worry about that. I wouldn't understand it anyway.
But anyway, it's changing. Another thing we're looking at is geolocation. We already have that now with latitude.
I had a cousin that used to own a geo.
Did you?
He hated it.
That's a different thing.
We're not talking about it.
We're not talking about the car.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about so that your device that you have on you, your phone or whatever, keeps location. That's already there, by the way. Everybody's phone now actually has a GPS built into it, mainly for emergency uses. So if you place a 911 call, they know where you are. They can actually get your location.
And that's a good thing.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
My phone, and most of the smartphones have the capability of me turning on the GPS for other applications that are running, so it can identify where I am.
Okay.
And I have a thing, Google has this called Latitude.
Right.
Latitude lets me, it identifies where I am, so that people that I have selected that can know where I am, I say they have permission to see where I am, they can actually get a map and they can see right where I am.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have that. My son has it, and so that if I need to know where he is, he and I eat breakfast every Thursday morning, and together. And so instead of me calling him to worry him, I'll look at Latitude. Oh, he hasn't left home yet.
Yeah, left the house. So,
but you can turn that off, by the way. So
okay, that was my next question. Yeah.
But as part of that, what's some of the other things that are trying to come out now are that we can actually have conversations with people that are close to us. And one of the other technologies we will see happen is a communication like we're doing social networking now, but with people that are geographically close to us. So that if you are, let's say, in a city somewhere and sitting at a restaurant and there's somebody else that has certain likes and dislikes, and you want to find out who around you is that way, it actually could identify where that person is, and you could go over and talk to them.
Whoa. But now you have to input that information.
You have to input that in there.
It's not going to read your mind.
No, and you have to give the permission.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yes.
This is all going to be controlled. Big Brother is not here yet.
Well, not quite yet, but he's right around the corner.
Oh, yes, he's around the corner.
So you have to give them permission to access that information in your own.
Right. It has to be like this. I'm putting this out here for the public to see.
Okay.
And so if there's somebody else out there that's put their information like that for the public to see, it can actually integrate.
So this is real social networking.
Social networking.
I mean, in the truest sense of the word.
In the truest sense of the word, right.
My goodness.
So that's some things we're going to see coming.
That's scary.
Voice-enabled technologies. We already have that.
I love that.
iPhones have the Siri.
Yeah.
And that actually you can ask a question and it can do a lot of recognition and through algorithms and control it can come up with what you really meant to say and look something up. Like if you say find me a restaurant, it can go find you a restaurant.
Okay.
And it says I see 3 restaurants in your area because it used the GPS to find out where you were.
Where you are.
And then it can tell you what restaurants are in your area. And so it's a lot of nice things that it can do for you. We're seeing it also through our computers. I just installed last week a system at a doctor's office using a product called Dragon Speaks.
Oh, yeah.
That runs on PC systems.
I like that.
And it allows him, he actually uses a headset with a little microphone, and he dictates his notes, his patient notes. and just sits there and reads it, and the computer types it on the screen for it.
And this is the latest technology.
Yes.
Now, this technology has been around a while.
A lot of this has been around,
but problems with it.
And not as accurate. In fact, voice recognition was only about 90% accurate. And if you can remember, think about the fact that, you know, that 1 out of every 10 words is going to get wrong. That's a lot of correction you have to do.
A lot, yeah.
The Dragon Speaks product, actually, you have to go through and train it with your voice. They give you sample things to read, and it'll go through and tell you, and let you read it, and it says, well, I know what you should have said, and now I match it up to your voice, and you train it with your voice. Yeah, you can even tell it that you have a southern accent, or if you're from up north, you put in your age. You know, if you're 55 and older is one category, but if you're a teenager, that's a different category. And so you train it. Some things you set, and then other things by it listening.
Wow.
And you can train it. So voice recognition, I think we're going to see a lot more.
Yeah, I think so.
With that, and that actually leads to another one that I've got.
Now back up just a second. I see Star Trek here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Computer.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
You know, when Captain Kirk says computer.
Yeah. And of course you hear Gene Roddenberry's wife voice in the background.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
But anyway, that's actually here, and that's available. That's available to us now, and that can save us a lot of time. Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Plus, it'll mean a lot to people who have well, they can have speech impediments, or people that have problems, paraplegics perhaps, who are challenged with their arms.
There are actually special software products that are available to people with certain needs in those areas. I do some work with Howell's Child Care, and which is now RHA Howell. And one of the systems that I actually had to help them fix, if they had a problem with it, I didn't write this software, but had to help them fix it, was a system for a young lady that did her communication. She couldn't speak, but she could manipulate a control system that actually could go through and pick out things. So they had pictures, and she'd pick out the pictures and build a sentence, and it would speak for her.
Wow.
And so
I love that.
So we're seeing a lot of technologies in various areas with stuff like that, things that are helping people more so. Another one that's coming out is, and it's actually out already, is gesture recognition.
Oh, I love that.
There's some games that are out there now, but you and I were talking about instead of using a mouse, you actually use your hand.
Yeah. The mouse is going to go away.
Yeah, and you actually use your hand, not touch screen, but just a gesture by your hand, and the computer can see that and read that. And as I said, we already have some games that are out there that are doing that now.
But you'll be able to pull up something on your screen simply by pointing to it and make it wider.
Right.
Like that, or just the gesture.
Just the gesture with your hand.
Yeah, right. Yeah, with your hand or your fingers. I love that.
So those things are coming.
That's exciting.
Google has a thing out called Project Glass. And
what is that?
They're actually using a head-mounted display, or HMD they call it, and it's actually right now a pair of glasses that you wear, and the glasses actually have a little screen like a head-up display for an airplane.
Really?
And it's on the glasses, so that you can see it, but you're looking through glasses. And
I like that too.
And with that and the voice recognition, and you probably would have a little ear device in, and so you actually can be communicating with the computer. Or with the cloud, or however you want to look at it, at that time through the glasses and see the screen, but you can still see out and see things as well.
Yeah, but I see a problem if you're driving a car.
It could be dangerous.
It could be dangerous. Don't try this at home.
Yeah. The next step in that, by the way, is they're working on contact lens to do the same type thing.
Oh, okay.
But that's way down the road. So.
Oh man, that's exciting. That is really exciting.
Yeah. So, but those are some of the things. By the way, the glasses. Will be available first of the year for developers.
HMD?
The HMD devices. And then the consumer, they're expecting it to be out in 2014 for the consumer to actually buy it and use it in an application.
Which at the rate we're going is like the next week or two.
Oh, yes.
It feels like it's going so fast now, because here it is almost Christmas, and a lot of people are thinking about, what am I going to give for Christmas this year? That's different. Well, consider a new phone, TV, and a laptop, because things are really coming down in price.
They are coming down in price, and a lot of the new technologies have a lot of things in it that can really help us out.
Jim, if anyone wants some advice, you give advice?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so what is your office number? Somebody wants to talk to you about that.
In fact, I was going to mention, we used to sell computers at my office, and we quit.
Oh, you did? Why did you quit?
Selling. We actually pushed ourselves more in the consultant line.
Oh, okay.
Because, to be honest, the profit margins were so low.
Yeah.
That if I had to go back on a call on one, I lost money.
You lost money because prices are so low.
So we do consulting more now. and consult people and say, buy from the big guys, and here's what we recommend you buy for your need.
Okay.
We do that type of thing. But then call me at 919-735-8118.
Okay, 735-8118. Our guest today, Jim Hinnant. And Jim, I appreciate you being with us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Now, I told you, Jim is a knowledgeable guy, and he knows his stuff there. I hope you're able to learn from that, as I did when I was talking with him.
Oh, yeah, very knowledgeable.
2 days until Thanksgiving. Oh, boy.
I'm excited about some turkey.
I am, too. I'm always excited about anything at all to do with food. What can I say? But, you know, the thing about Thanksgiving, and this time of year, people will often say, well, it's a holiday. I'm just going to live it up, and then I'll worry about it later. That's probably not a good idea. I'm trying to work on that myself. My attitude, you know, about eating smaller portions.
Yes, moderation.
Exactly, eat in moderation. And the experts have all said, eat anything at all you want to eat.
In small portions.
In smaller portions.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you pick up that plate Thanksgiving Day and you go to that stove where it's all laid out on your table and you see, you know, from mashed potatoes to green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, rice, whatever happens to be on your table, get small portions of each one of those. It's okay to enjoy them all, right, Wayne? Just small portions of each and every one.
Sure.
Not mounds.
No mounds?
No mounds on the plate.
You
Everything in moderation.
You are no fun.
Trying to keep you healthy.
Okay, no mounds.
That's right.
Okay, no mounds. Okay, but look, also something else to be thinking about. You know, we were talking about traveling here earlier in the program. If you're traveling, please, please wear your seatbelt. Seatbelts save lives. I've seen it. You've seen it. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. What's your life worth? What's your family's life worth? I mean, I see children standing up in the seat of a car. And when, of course, a police officer sees that or a highway patrol officer sees that, they're going to stop you and give you a ticket. Make sure your children are belted in their seats or in a proper child seat. And,
that's right. This is a busy time. There'll be extra cars on the road. People are in a hurry. We've got our minds racing and going in lots of different directions. We're not always paying as much attention as we need to other traffic around us. And this is a season we want to keep you safe. We want to stay safe and keep our families safe.
That's exactly right. Now, talking to some friends of mine, Benny Grady with the Highway Patrol, he is always trying to help people.
He is, and he's on the Safe Kids Committee here in Wayne County.
He is.
He's a huge advocate for children and child safety.
Yeah, so in fact, I want to get Benny in here and talk to him. But please use caution. Use a little common sense when you're traveling this holiday season, all right?
That's right.
All right.
Well, you know, December 7th is a cash mob here in Goldsboro.
Really?
Yeah, we're having a cash mob downtown Goldsboro. We will be meeting at one location, and a cash mob means a group of people are getting together and they're coming to one business all at one time to spend X amount of cash.
Oh boy.
And you know what? It's all about shopping local, helping our local economy, and helping our local businesses.
Oh, that's great.
So on December 7th, if you're interested in participating, show up at Cornerstone Commons here downtown Goldsboro. We're all meeting at 5. By 5:15, we are walking down to the business that will be chosen, and we're spending X amount of money, whatever you choose to spend, at that one business all at one time. We're mobbing the business and spending our money in that one business within a 15-minute time period.
That is a great idea.
So that's what a cash mob is.
That's a play on the term flash mob.
It certainly is.
People all get into an area
and dance all at one time.
or play musical instruments. Cash mob.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
So do the proprietors of these businesses know you're coming?
They know we're coming. It's one business. They know we're coming, but it'll be a surprise at 5 o'clock to the people that plan to spend their money.
Oh boy.
That plan to be a part of the cash mob.
All right. Again, 5 o'clock, and you meet where?
Cornerstone Commons, right here downtown Goldsboro.
South Center in Chestnut.
That's right. And there's a big sign out there that says Cornerstone Commons.
Okay, okay, that helps.
It directs you. There it is.
That helps.
December 7th, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
Join the cash mob. We'd love to have you there.
Yeah.
It's all about helping our economy.
Yeah, it is. That is big help.
And if you'd like other information, you can go to DGDC.org. On their website, they have additional information about how they chose the business, how the community actually is the one who's choosing that. And if you'd like to vote, you can go and choose one of 7 businesses downtown Goldsboro.
All right, there you go. Here's a little known fact about Thanksgiving you may not have any idea about. Did you know, now you talk about how, and I'm not talking about anything political here, but over the course of the 200 years, a little over 200 years this country has existed, things have changed and evolved. Attitudes about government and all that have changed. Well, not all states were eager to adopt Thanksgiving because some states thought the national government, our U.S. government, was exercising just too much power in declaring a national holiday.
My, how things have changed.
Haven't they, though? Additionally, southern states were hesitant to observe what was largely a New England practice. So, things have certainly changed.
Yes, they have.
They have. In December of 1620, the first Pilgrims landed and built their settlement site in the middle of the homeland of the Wampanoag people. The Wampanoag, Native Americans, several years earlier, a plague brought by Europeans had killed the inhabitants of that village, so the Pilgrims were there to kind of help them out. All right?
Well, let's hear what Meg has to say about DGDC.
Oh, is that up
She's
next?
up next. She sure
Oh,
is.
okay. Here's Meg GERNAAT.
Joining me today is Meg GERNAAT from Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation. Meg is the promotions coordinator for the DGDC. Welcome, Meg.
Hello.
So Goldsboro is now offering trolley rides. I know we've done this for a while now, so tell me when they'll be offered and what the cost is.
They're free trolley rides, and they are every Tuesday until December 18th, starting November 20th.
So it lights up downtown, the trolley rides begin.
Yes, and they are from 6 to 8 p.m., and they take you on a tour starting at City Hall all along Center Street to enjoy our holiday lights.
Wonderful, and as you can see from the picture behind us, it's been going on for a while now.
It has been.
Now, where will they actually pick up the trolley riders?
There will be a sign in front of City Hall,
Okay.
and it says, you know, free trolley rides start here. So that's where people can line up, and there will be a couple of the DGDC board members or staff members there to greet people.
Great.
Each Tuesday.
Wonderful. Now, why is this something that we here in Goldsboro should take advantage of?
You know, I think it's great, especially when there are free activities that you can enjoy during the holiday season. I've heard so many people from our older generations in town say, you know, this is great. I remember doing this when I was a young kid, and I love seeing the Christmas lights. So I think it's something that if you bring the little ones out, they're going to remember their entire lives.
Right, exactly. You're making memories. And right now with Streetscape just finishing our first phase, this is perfect timing to come down and see what that first phase looks like now that it's complete.
Absolutely.
Well, if people want more information about the trolley rides, where can they find that
They
information?
can find it on our website, dgdc.org, or our Facebook page under Downtown Goldsboro. And the city's website is always great too. They've got the information there.
Right, perfect. All right, one more time. When do they start?
They start November 20th, and it's every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m., and they go through December 18th.
All right, trolley rides, downtown Goldsboro. You can't beat it. Join us soon.
All right, Meg GERNAAT from DGDC. She sure does a great job.
Doesn't she? You know, she's the coordinator and she's the event planner, and downtown certainly has a tremendous amount of events. So thank you, Meg, for all your efforts.
Oh, yeah.
You do a good job.
Doing a great job, yeah. It's 2 days until Thanksgiving Day. It's the 20th, Thanksgiving on the 22nd this year.
That's right. 2 days from today.
That's a Thursday. That's right, 2 days from today. All right, speaking of today, it's also Universal Children's Day, as a time to honor children with ceremonies and festivals to make children's needs known to government. It's also National Absurdity Day. Why, that's absurd for some reason. I don't know why, but it is.
Well, Wayne, would you like to eat breakfast with Mr. Crumbly?
Mr. Crumbly? Oh, boy.
Well, you can do it along with other children and adults throughout the community on December the 1st.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
At the Arts Council.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Come on out and enjoy breakfast in Gingerbread Wonderland.
Oh, boy.
That's right. We are asking if you are interested from 10 to 12 on December the 1st to come on out and enjoy making mini gingerbread houses, enjoy hot chocolate, fresh muffins, and also make a Christmas ornament to take home.
Making how many gingerbread houses?
One gingerbread house and one Christmas ornament.
Oh, I thought mini gingerbread houses.
M-I-N-I.
Oh, mini.
Tiny.
I thought you said many, but you said many.
And of course, Mr. Crumbly is going to surprise us with a visit.
Mr. Crumbly!
Yes. It's $4 per person. For more information, call 735-3300. Excuse me, that's 736. I need glasses. 3300, or visit artsinwayne.org. That's December the 1st from 10 to 12. Make a mini gingerbread house. M-I-N-I.
M-I-N-I, yes. I thought you said many, but you said
The
many.
Arts Council has so many great events for children, don't they?
They do. You know, we were over there the other day at the art market, and anybody who's stuck on finding the right gift for someone, you might be able to find it at the art market.
That's right, from $2 all the way up.
Yeah.
Great gift, and the great thing about their gifts, Wayne, number one, they're made by local people. Number two, when you purchase something from the arts market, you're helping the economy right here in Wayne County.
That's right.
You are shopping local, and we appreciate your efforts.
That is right. That's so true. That's
It
a
is.
fun place to go, too, by the way.
I was
All right.
surprised.
Coming up on December 11th, Jim Greathouse, excuse me, Jim Greathouse is a gentleman that will be speaking. He'll be speaking at the Wayne County Museum, and he'll be talking about the War of 1812 and how it affected us locally and nationally. It's a program. It's free to the public. It's open to the public. And if you want information, you can call the museum at 734-5023. Now, Jim Greathouse is a historian, and he is quite knowledgeable in this area, the War of 1812, and he'll be speaking December 11th at 7 p.m. at the Wayne County Museum on North William Street.
Wonderful.
Your turn.
Have you ever heard of the Third Century Singers? I'm sure you have.
Oh, yeah, I love the Third Century Singers.
I do too.
Yeah.
And they are going to be performing their annual Christmas concerts in Goldsboro and in Mount Olive. And
Wow.
they've got several dates of opportunities for you to hear them. They will be at the First Baptist Church on December the 1st at 7 o'clock, which is on 125 South John Street.
Right.
Let's see, that's 7 o'clock. December the 2nd at 4 p.m. they'll be at First Baptist Church in Mount Olive. And let's see, that's at 7 o'clock. Concerts are free. They're open to the public. More information, if you would like more information, you can call 919-736-3300. That's Third Century Singers annual Christmas concerts in both Goldsboro and Mount Olive at both Baptist churches.
And if you really want to get in the Christmas spirit, this will do it.
Oh, they're fabulous.
They are fabulous. They're great. I love the Third Century Singers. They've been around a long time, too.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great local entertainment.
There is. There is. Well, let's see what we have now. We have
Stacia Fields, I
Stacia
believe.
Fields is with us. Stacia, and do we hear from Crime Stoppers this time around, or is that coming
Yes,
up
we
next?
do.
All right, so we have two parts now. We'll hear from Paige Leonard and Crime Stoppers. She has somebody she needs some help with. But first, let's go to Stacia Fields with the Goldsboro Parks and Recreation Department.
Good morning and welcome to Wayne Goldsboro TV. I'm Kim Best, your host. Joining me today is Stacia Fields. She's from Goldsboro Parks and Recreation. And Stacia is the supervisor of the Mature Adults and Special Populations Division. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So you are here today to talk with us about all the multiple programs that you all offer here in our community.
Right.
Well, Stacia, give us a rundown of what all you do offer here at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation.
Okay. I am lucky enough to get to work with our mature adults. So that is anyone age 50 and above. And we do stuff every day.
I've seen you all have a great time.
Yeah, we do. We do fitness classes together. We have water aerobics that the Y lets us hold there in their pool. We go on hikes. As a matter of fact, we're going on one soon.
Wow.
We've got dances quarterly. We've got line dancing classes several times a week, tap dancing. We eat together, of course. That's a favorite.
Of course.
Have bridge groups, canasta groups, domino groups, wood carving. So just whatever you can think of. And the good thing about our department, we're always looking to add new programs. If anyone in our community age 50 and above wants to start something, we don't have a bunco group, or we don't have a certain arts and crafts, crocheting or whatever that you want, but you would like to see something started, please give us the idea or come and start the program for us.
So you're open to suggestions?
Definitely open to suggestions.
Well, if somebody did want to to call you all and talk with you about a program, where would they call?
They can call the Goldsboro Parks and Recreation Department, and that number is 919-739-7486. That goes directly to me.
To you?
Perfect. 739-7486.
Now, if they wanted to look on a website, where would they go to find this information? Would they go to Goldsboro Parks and Recreation's website?
Yes, they can go to our website, or they can go to the city website and pull us up.
And I know on the city website, which is goldsboronc.gov, we share information on our website and on our Facebook page.
Right.
On a regular basis. Both the city has a Facebook page where we share the information, but Goldsboro Parks and Parks and Recreation has their own Facebook page as well.
Yes.
Wonderful. So, long list of activities that you all do on a regular basis.
Right. Right.
Now, you all have something special that is relatively new on the campus over by Herman Park Center, do you not? You have a new senior center area.
Yes, we do. We have our senior house, and
nice.
It is awesome. The building used to be our administrative offices, and for the past few years, it was totally empty, used as storage and things like that. And our director had the foresight to want to actually use that building. The seniors came in and painted and refurbished. Yes, we did it ourselves, and it is gorgeous over there. And then Marion Rex Hood donated so much great stuff from their antique booth at the Antique Mall. Just donated it to us, so we are decorated beautifully, and it is
like a
used.
home.
It does. It is not industrialized at all. It is like walking into someone's home. We have the living room area where we can sit and chat or play Wii and that kind of thing. We've got a large room where the bridge players meet, and canasta and dominoes. All those games are going on. We've got a small arts and crafts room over there, a lending library, and then we've got a room that will be set up as a computer lab. We've got a little kitchen, so we usually have a pot of coffee going and stuff like that. So, of course.
Of course you do. Well, what are your hours? When are you open to the public?
Right now, we are open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5. Monday evenings, though, we do have the domino group and the wood carving. They stay there till about 7:30 or 8. So, like I said, if the community has an idea, we can extend our hours if there's someone there to use the facility.
Right.
And we would love to do that. We are looking forward to doing that.
Well, is there a cost associated with this?
Our Golden Agers Club, they charge $5 a year. And that money goes right back to our community for different charity work that we do at Christmas and Thanksgiving. And then the other activities, if I am teaching the program or it's just a card playing group or something like that, there is no charge. If we've brought in an instructor, like for our yoga and our arts and craft, our painting class, excuse me, they do charge. There's a small fee for those. But most of the stuff, if I'm teaching it, I'm there all the time anyway, so there is no charge. Right.
Well, tell me about some of the special events you all have coming up during the holidays. You've got a long list of exciting things.
We do. First of all, on the 16th of November, we've got our dance. It's kind of quarterly, and we host this with Services on Aging and the Y. And this time, we are going to be at the new Senior Center. So everybody is really excited. We still have a big part. You'll see me there. I'm going to be dancing all night, but it's going to be at that new facility, and we want everybody to see it and enjoy that.
Collaborative event.
Right. That will be great.
And what was that date one more
time?
That
is on November the 16th.
And people
can
just
Friday
show up?
evening. They can show up. It starts at 7 o'clock. There's no charge. We have a great DJ. We do ask that you bring a snack to share. So we usually have some great refreshments that way.
Sounds
Perfect DJ, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and then on December 5th, and that's a Wednesday, we will have our first annual Christmas open house at the senior house. So it'll just be a floating thing.
So we can all come see what this new senior house looks like.
That's right. Please come and look around. It's just so beautiful in there. But it's open to the public. I'm sure it will be mostly people 50 and above. But we want other people in the area to come and see it as well. That will start at 2 o'clock on December 5th. That's a Wednesday.
So
and it's just a floating thing. Yes.
How long will it last?
Probably till about 4 o'clock, but we won't kick anybody out.
Okay.
Yeah. But usually they last a couple of hours, but like I said, this is the first one here, so maybe we'll have a lot of new faces as well. So.
Well, I'm sure the seniors that have decorated and worked hard to make this their special environment, I know they are excited about showcasing it to the community.
Yes, yes. And if you go there, the artwork on our walls, that is all their artwork. We'll have a rotating exhibit. The stuff that's in there now started off in there in August. So at the beginning of the year, we'll be able to give those artists back their pieces of work and hang up some others. Yes, yes. So that is really pretty.
Well, Stacia, it sounds like you all have a fantastic program that feels more like a family.
It is. We are a family, but you know, families grow. We would love to have anyone. So yes, it is very family atmosphere.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I hope you'll come on a regular basis and keep us updated on the opportunities for the seniors here in our community.
Thank you so much. I look forward to coming back.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you learned more about what's happening here in your community. You're more than welcome to visit the city's website, Facebook page, or the Parks and Recreation Facebook page to stay updated on what else is happening. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at the Senior House. Hi, welcome to Wayne Goldsboro TV. I'm here today joined by Paige Leonard, who is here to give us information on the crime of the week. Paige, I know you're the coordinator for Crime Stoppers. Can you share with us the person that we need to be looking for this week?
Yes, we definitely want the public's help with this. We have a man by the name of Marcus Mosley. He is a convicted sex offender among some of his charges, but currently he's on probation. And one of the conditions of his probation is he to be wearing a GPS unit, which is like a monitor, kind of works the same as what's in our cars somewhat. That monitor alerts probation and parole as far as his location and where he's at. November 1st, that monitor alerted probation that he was in an area, some school district zones in our county, which he's not supposed to be in. Now, probation actually did make contact with him, and once they contacted him, basically said, hey, what's going on, where you at, he cut that unit off.
So when that happens? When
that happens, that means we don't know where he's at. And so that unit was cut off of him, and he is out on the run right now. Currently, he's considered an absconder, and we need the public's help to find him.
Okay, so what can the public do?
Well, they can be on the lookout. We've got a picture going up on the screen for the public to see. His name is Marcus Mosley. He is obviously a black male, and he is about 5'5", 165. He's 26 years old. He has specific tattoos on his left arm of a cross and of the words hot body, or excuse me, hot boy.
Okay.
And that will help the public.
Which arm is that?
That is on his left arm.
His left arm. Okay, there's two identifiable tattoos.
Yes.
One that's a cross and one that says hot boy.
Hot boy.
Okay.
He has an address of 503 South Audubon. That is his technical address. But we do know on November 1st he was last in the area of 1400 block of Airport Road here in Wayne County.
If someone in our community sees him?
If they see him, we want them obviously to call 911 immediately on this. This is one of those offenses they can call 911 and say, hey, I saw that guy, Marcus Mosley, this is what he's wearing. He's either here or he's in this car, wherever he might be. Describe his clothes. The dispatcher will send a unit to them. And then they can contact Crime Stoppers number after that and let me know, hey, I just called dispatch and this is what's going on. And obviously, if they make an arrest, this is a felony offense and they are eligible for a cash reward. So
the number is on the screen for Crime Stoppers.
Yes.
Now tell us about when people call that number, how does that work?
Well, when they call that 735-225 number, I'm the one that answers that phone. That's actually a cell phone. I'm the only one that answers that phone. And so when they call, it's blocked. I can't see their name. I can't see their number.
So it is anonymous.
It is completely anonymous. They just set up a code name with me. And like in this case, if their phone call is the one that led to his arrest, we will talk about a meeting time at a later time, and I will pay them a cash reward for that.
Okay. So Marcus Mosley?
Yes.
We need your help. We need to track him, and we need to get his information sent immediately to the Goldsboro Police Department or the Wayne County Sheriff's Department.
That's correct.
All right, thank you so much, Paige.
Thank you.
We'll be on the lookout.
We're back on WGTV. Thank you for being with us. It's the 20th of November.
It is. They were great interviews.
Yes, all great interviews.
Stacia does a good job with the adults, doesn't she?
You know, they have the city Parks and Recreation Department here. I remember going out a few months back to the, it was about 4 or 5 months ago, to the new senior house.
Senior house.
Man, that is a great place.
And the great thing about it is the seniors decorated it, painted it, did all the upgrades themselves, and they're so proud of it. Of course, it feels like home to them.
And it's like a home in there. It's beautiful.
And we'll go out there soon. December the 5th, I believe we're going out there, and we're going to talk to them and interview them about why they decided to do it themselves and what they do at the senior house.
Well, there's a lot to do there, and it's a great place to go and relax. It is for seniors.
That's right. Well, Wayne, have you heard of the Starlight Band? I know you have here
Starlight
in
Dance Band?
Yes,
Oh,
Starlight
goodness,
Dance Band.
yes.
Well, December the 7th, the Starlight Dance Band and Heritage Dance Foundation will be at the Herman Park Center.
Oh.
They will be there, let's see, at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $10 per person at the door.
All right.
A celebration of Big Band Christmas, music for dancing, and your listening pleasure. That's December the 7th at 7 p.m. at the Herman Park Center.
I love Big Band.
They do a great job.
They do. They are great. Well, let's see what we have. The year was 1789. We were a brand new nation, and we were putting together our Constitution, and then the Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments were being discussed, but originally there was 12. Did you know that? There were 12 Bill of Rights. They narrowed those down later on. The last two could not get approved, but it ended up with 10. And New Jersey, believe it or not, New Jersey was the first state to ratify the Bill of Rights, and it went on from there. The year was 1789.
Interesting.
Yes, the year our Constitution was ratified. The year was 1947, when this lovely princess by the name of Elizabeth in England, 1947, she married a guy by the name of Philip Mountbatten. He was the Duke of Edinburgh, and they married in London's Westminster Abbey. And the world listened on radio, but here in the U.S. it was on TV. 1947 it was. The year was 1955. You ever heard of Bo Diddley?
Yep.
Yeah, he was quite the entertainer. Bo Diddley was appearing on the Ed Sullivan Show. And Ed Sullivan came up to Bo Diddley before the program started, and he said, "Bo, I'd love for you to sing a song like 16 Tons. Bo Diddley said, "Sure, Ed, I'll do that." Well, Bo went out on stage, and he didn't sing that song. He sang a song called Bo Diddley. And I remember that.
Do you really?
I remember that. 1955 it was. It was great.
How much trouble did he get in?
Well, somebody was always getting in trouble with Ed Sullivan. Always. Always. Because a lot of people just didn't do what he wanted them to do. Like the Rolling Stones. They were, and Jim Morrison, they just, none of those people did anything that he wanted them to do.
But his show was so big and so important, and everybody wanted to be on the show.
Everybody wanted to be on it because everybody in the world watched Ed Sullivan. Even Jackie Mason got in trouble. Very controversial. Mason said there was something that Ed accused Jackie Mason of doing, the comedian Jackie Mason, and Mason said, "No, I didn't do that." So anyway, they've gone back and forth, and they never spoke after that. Anyway, that's too bad. But everybody wanted to be on Ed Sullivan.
You're right. Yep. Everybody did.
Yep. And I think everybody was at one point. Singer Michael Jackson. You remember Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I believe I'm quite familiar.
1984 was the year. Got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
1984.
In 1984. And who was his host?
I don't know. You?
No. The host that well, no, I could have been.
I know.
Yeah, but it wasn't. The host, the person that helped Michael Jackson put his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is the gentleman that always did that for so many famous people, Goldsboro's very own Johnny Grant, the late Johnny Grant.
Really?
Yes.
Well, see, there is a Goldsboro tie-in.
Oh yeah. Goldsboro and Hollywood, there's a lot of tie-ins with Johnny Grant. And of course, Ann Jeffries, of course,
the list goes on.
The Speed Riggs, and so many other people out in Hollywood, and the list does go on.
That's right.
We're very connected to Hollywood, which years ago would have been a good thing.
Well, you know, they can also know that we've got a lot of people right here from our county that are in New York doing fantastic things on Broadway as well.
I know, and actually, Broadway is kind of the way to go now. It really is.
Well, I don't know about you, but I love theater.
I do as well. Yes, indeed. Well, let's see what else we have here. That was just nothing more than a quick look at the almanac, and let's take one more look here at birthdays for today, the 20th. Vice President, newly re-elected Joe Biden, having a birthday today.
Oh, okay.
The BP turns 69 years today. Sportscaster Robin Roberts is 51 today. Dickie Smothers, he and Tommy. Dick is 72 today. course, Mother always liked Tommy best. But the Eagles, Joe Walsh, well, that's what Dickie said. He always said, Mom always liked you best. Joe Walsh from the Eagles is 64 years today. What a talent that man is.
That's a great group anyway.
Indeed. I love the Eagles.
I did too.
And Bo Derek.
Oh, yes. We all remember Bo Derek.
Oh, yeah. She was a 10.
Yes.
She's 55 now.
My
Of course,
goodness.
I think most of us had been 10 at one time. And then we went on to become 11. And then we all grew up, you know.
Yep, you're right.
55 she is today.
My goodness. Well, you know, in our Spotlight, Wayne, our Kids Spotlight, our new segment that we have here on the show.
How's that going?
We appreciate the fact that many of you are sending in applications and submitting your applications because we certainly want to spotlight our local youth. But those of you that have sent in your applications, make sure you get back in touch with us. Several of you have left out your telephone numbers and your email addresses, and we need those to get back in touch with you.
Oh, that's right.
We want to spotlight your children, and we want to, these instructors that have sent this information in, a few of them have forgotten to give us their contact information.
Well, they'll
have to
send it in.
contact us.
Yeah, they'll have to
We need
contact.
your telephone numbers and email addresses, so make sure you get back with us because we don't want your student to be overlooked.
So if you're an instructor, a professor, or just a teacher, or whatever, be sure when you do submit a name for the Kids Spotlight, be sure you include your phone number.
And your email address.
And your email address, hello.
We need them both to get back in touch with you, to line up and let you know, did that child make the Kids Spotlight? And also, what day your interview is going to be. So for contact information, go to WGTV at waynegov.com.
That's it.
And send us your contact information.
I can't help but think that some of the problem may be that when you send someone an email, your email address always appears.
But not in this case.
Not in this case. It's a long story, but just be sure you send your email address to us, okay?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, let's see. We are almost out of time.
I think we are.
I think we are. Let's check and see what we have tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 22nd.
It is.
I mean, the 21st tomorrow. Wednesday, tomorrow, the 21st. Brenda Bass will be with us.
All right.
All right, be talking with Brenda. And Kevin Johnson's going to be with us tomorrow from the Cooperative Extension Service. That's the second interview we will have within a few days with Kevin. And we'll have an interview with the City of Goldsboro.
Sounds good.
I think it does.
Well, stay tuned. More to come tomorrow.
Can't wait. I'm just going to sit right here and wait until it gets here. All right?
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you staying with us each and every day.
That's right.
Just know that if you can't watch the show live, it does come on multiple times throughout the day and on the weekends. We also, the city and the county, both have YouTube channels where you can go and visit and watch these at any time.
That's right.
Send these links to your friends.
Yeah, to your friends. It comes on many times during the day. MINI during the day. You can catch us every morning at 7 o'clock here on WGTV today. Until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.